Morning. So I just saw your urn. That was pretty. I love wood. Am I ready? No, I am not ready. How's Pop? Well, we don't know. We might be thinking we have a UTI. We have thought that for a while. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. So Dan's now on the phone with the urologist because I told Dan to make an appointment Wednesday. I said, just call, make an appointment with the doctor so we don't have to sit in the ER. Do what you gotta do. Doesn't want to listen. Doesn't want to listen. So, ain't gonna deal with it. Not my problem. So this morning he woke up. He's like, we have a long day. I said, we don't have anything but you. Yeah, so, I don't know. Anyway, I ain't going because I wanted him to make him an appointment earlier in the week and he didn't do it.
You have no idea what the process is, so don't make me come out and correct you.
Here he comes. Here he comes. Yes, you can, to a doctor's office. Yes, you can. So he's bitchy. Obviously, he's watching me while he's on the phone. Hi, Ollie Cat. Now I know it's you. Yeah. Anyway, good morning. He's also pissy because I was doing my shit this morning and he, was beckoning me to the room and I just wasn't in the mood, Then he gets pissy and he's got stress because of his dad. Well, sorry. Hi, Mark. So, what's my agenda? Nothing. Just a couple things. I have to spray some weeds. Stuff like that. Vacuum. Oh, you just got that, Susan? Woohoo! Am I Native American? No. I don't believe I am. That's one of the things I don't believe I am. And everything else that's in my DNA. So, that's it. Hello from the Netherlands. What's for breakfast? Red Bull. Yep. Good morning. Kathy, how is everybody doing this morning? TGIF. 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 I thought it was Saturday. I woke up this morning thinking it was Saturday. I was lollygagging around thinking, I got time. It's Saturday. I go on later. Then I get to my Zoomies and I'm talking and my friend's sitting at her desk and I was like, Parker, why are you working on a Saturday? Yeah, anyway, it's Friday, just in case you don't know. Hello, Scrubby. Friday watermelon banana strawberry smoothie. Uh-oh. No alcohol, I see. Oh, Marts. Oh, Marts. So, anyway, that's it. Nothing else exciting. Weeks are flying by per usual. I was lollygagging because I thought it was Saturday. And typically I have more time. That means I can come on later. But it's not. Hi, Joe. How are you? So, I don't know if we're going to have a date night or not. Because it depends on what Dan has to do with Ed. Hi, Christy. Christy's here. Her birthday is tomorrow. With that being said, we have that workbook. I'll show the workbook more when I'm off the treadmill. It's hard for me to promote the workbook. But we got that workbook that's making its debut tomorrow. Okay, on Amazon with all of our other stuff. And it's the workbook about us to the end of life. Asks questions, write everything so your kids, your family has some sort of documentation, questions answered and things like that for when you are no longer here and we don't have those questions anymore. So anyway, that premieres tomorrow. So you guys, it's a good thing. I'm gonna work on it because, if you've lost somebody, there's so many questions you have, so many concerns, and you can't get those answers anymore. This workbook, will be a great way to kind of document life, yourself, things, and then end of life wishes. Why is the minion up on the roof? Because all my minions are always protecting me and watching out for me. And my friend Penny sent that from your number one minion. I thought it was cute. So you're going to be able to get it, Misty, on Amazon tomorrow. And you just type in Danielle Salinger, and all of this stuff we have already published is in there. So I'll show it when I got off the treadmill. But yeah, it's great. So we need to really, like, it's a great tool. And the good thing about Christy, the workbook brings a lot to surface. We have some tips and stuff like that. Yeah. So anyway, it's just, you know, she picks up on all the things that I talk about and we talk about, and then she collaborates with those things. And so one of the biggest things that she as well suffers from is those questions, the need to know that she can't get from her mom either. And so this workbook, helps answer questions that we may have later in life and we can't get the answer to. So it's a great, great, great tool for you all in preparation of your life and what's to come. It also gives you questions, you know, for what you want to have done. Anyway, so hello. Danielle, how are you and Dan doing? Matt, we have no control over the idiots of the world. My job is to just say, watch the fake accounts. Hi, Janice. Pay attention to the way they write. Pay attention to the recordings. You guys can know that those are fake, right? So it's hard because we have no control over what the idiots of the world do. But what we do have control over is our accounts and knowing you're following the right ones. And if you aren't, unfollow and report them. Not that they'll do anything about it, but hey. So Grandpa, we're deciding whether or not to take him in for a possible UTI, per usual. So it's one of those things that comes and goes with the catheter thing. Dad just passed, so there's somewhere to go. Life, that's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Andrew's feeling fine. The prednisone really helps. I said he was on, what did I say, some progesterone. One of my Zoomies didn't know what happened.
Unknown caller.
And so I had to tell her what happened. And I said he's on the progesterone now, so he's feeling good. Anyway, he's not on progesterone. Correction. Yeah, the other one. So, morning, Pat. How are you? Thank you, Candace. I don't know what the fuck that was. So, yeah, Grandpa's fine. He's alive. He has a possible UTI, so he's not dead. He's not dying. We're all dying, for fuck's sake. So, anyway, all is well. He's in good spirits, too. It's crazy. So, it's like his pee looks one color 1 minute. The next minute, it looks good. And he's up. He's talking, you know, so it's one of those things. Hi, Maddie. How are you? No fun. No, it's not. So Andrew's at work. He's like, Mom, when are we going? When are we going to the casino again? So he said it was too hard with everybody there. So I told him we'd go next week. One of my free plays up. Yes, prednisone is awesome. This is been awesome. That's why my grandson is on. Well, yeah, and you know, it's one of those medications that sucks, but yet it's so good, right, for so many things. So yeah, he's now on the downward. So he did two days of 5 pills. Now he's on 2 days of 4, and yada yada yada. So anyway, yeah, the minion. My minion's always looking over me, because that's what we do, right? My minions are always looking over me. Hi, Brian, what's up? I'm always trying to multitask. I got 3 devices up, if you guys don't already know that. So, anyway, somebody sent me expo markers. Thank you, whoever did that. Who did that? Was it Sandra? I can't remember who did it. But anyway, I'm going to use those this morning. We're going in hard on those. I'm already feeling triggered. Yeah. Good morning, Tracy. So, no ma'am, not you. All right. Hello in Massachusetts, Susan. What's a UTI? Just an infection of the bladder. Yeah. Yeah. And women get them a lot. Men who have catheters get them a lot. So it's one of those crazy, crazy things that happens a lot for some people, you know. Hopefully it would be nice because he's had this before that they just get medication, right? Medication would be great. How many times have we been through this? I don't want to take him to the emergency room because of COVID. Anyway, so it is what it is. So, well, he has to start school next week, so prednisone is very helpful, but it's not helpful. You know, Anthony, I hate prednisone because it reduces your immune system. So schools, we sent you something, and I think it went to the wrong PO box. If my name's on it, they'll probably be able to find it. Yeah, they'll probably be able to find it. So anyway, the prednisone reduces your immune system, so it's not so good. That's the problem. And so for schools, right? If all TikTok is kids going back to school, COVID, and all the other junk on the rise, right? So it's going to happen. This happens every year. There's a spike. Yeah, not to freak you out, but there's a spike in all that shit, right? All the kids are sick. Hi, Linda. Hi, Amy. Hi, Laurel. Hi, Cindy. So, Delana. So, yeah, I hated when Andrew was on that shit because of that, for that very reason. So, don't watch TikTok, stay away from TikTok, because the reality of going back to school sucks for most. Wes has been sick, Rocky's sick, so I'm wondering how many others are sick. See, Dilly Pop's been in the gun. He's in the daycare this whole time. So it's just the olders, you know? It's the olders. Yeah, so that's why I hate the prednisone, because of the suppression of the immune system. So although that's what I mean by it's such a great pill, because it does so much and can help so many. But as per all pills, there's you were in the ER? Oh no. Why? My minion looks thirsty? No, he's good. I promise you. He has magical powers. Do minions have magical powers? I don't know. I thought they had magical powers. I thought so. So anyway, sorry, Sansony. Ostrich. It's funny because I was like so paranoid, right? Don't take the vax. Don't take the vax. I want your body to heal. Don't take the vax. And he calls me back. He's like, Mom, really? You think I'm gonna take the vax without you? You're crazy. I don't do shots without my mother. So there we have our answer. Yeah. The boy can have so much with blood drawn and it's okay. But the minute he gets a vax, he needs his mommy. So Reddit, yes. Hi Jihad. I saw you mention my son a lot yesterday. And it's a shame that you have to pick on other people's kids when you don't have enough to talk about for me. Sorry. Oh no, that's scary, Lindsay. And then the panic sets in, right? So I've been told that sorry about my face being puffy, yo. It's so puffy from all my alcohol abuse. So aside from that, apparently Andrew doesn't know the begging I did for his money. Yeah. They also think that I took it to gamble with my Sauv Blanc and gamble. It went directly to his fucking bank account, dumbasses. At Andrew Salinger, that was his Venmo, which means it goes directly to his bank account, not mine. Anyway, my son is well taken care of, as are any of my kids who live in my house, as is my husband, his father. They're very concerned about the way I baby Andrew, and they're gonna love that he needs to take a shot with me. Yeah. So he holds my hand, if you must know. and squeezes it to death. And so, no, I didn't read it, but I get screenshots. So, Dan, there's these two border collies that escaped their house. So they come here to eat the food. And Dan's trying to like fucking talk to them and they're growling and shit. Yes, you can move in, Jihad. I'll take care of you too. So he's walking over to them. Yep. So anyway, he's on my nerves today. He's on my nerves. So I'm just correcting the Reddit crew who thinks they know everything. Andrew knows his mom was begging for money, I told him. Pleading and crying. Yes, he knows. He's not ashamed of it. He thought it was pretty cool that I have a platform, blah, blah, blah. Now, when people gift, right, they choose to gift. They don't expect anything back in return. When I gift, I'm not thinking, oh, they better do the same for me, right? When I gift, it's like, do you. I don't expect a thank you. I don't expect anything because I have chosen to gift somebody because I wanted to. Most people who gift on here don't expect anything. His 90th birthday party, Ed's, not Andrew's, I basically worked my butt off to get thank you cards out. And then I said never again. I'm one person. I'm not doing it. Ever. So if you give a gift and expect a thank you from everybody, we are not the family to do that. I made it perfectly clear I will not send out thank you notes. 4 years ago, I can't do it. I never have, right? Maybe back in the day when I had more time. But in today's present day, it's a thank you. And it's a grand thank you across the boards that I've said over and over again. As I do appreciate my minions. I thank people nonstop. Andrew is going to do a thank you video, but he needs to wait for his fingers to heal because he wants to do a little melody, right? So y'all need to back off, my children. So we're getting closer to know people. One of them is from Indiana, a realtor. Yeah. Does that ring any bells? Yeah, another one's from Oklahoma. Interesting. It's funny how you can, one's from Sacramento, so we're getting closer. Yeah, it's interesting how you can make connections and find out where people are. So just keep on keeping on. We're on your tail. Keep on talking shit. Keep on slandering, defamating, whatever you want to do. But karma's a bitch when it comes to you. Remember that. Anyway, hi Gail, hi Linda. Anything else I need to clarify about Andrew? I don't make his bed anymore. Occasionally. I sure do his laundry. I do Dan's and I do Grandpa's. Is that bad? Why is that horrible? What else? What else do I need to touch on? Did I forget anything regarding the care of my family and the attacking of my son? The attacking of my son. It's just disgusting how low these people go. How low. He's a sweet kid. He works hard. He's generous. He's honest. And he's not a bully. And I'm very proud of that. Unlike you. And some of you, one of you, the one I think from Indiana, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the Indiana one has a special, a disabled granddaughter. A disabled granddaughter. And she's on and worried about my family. Isn't that crazy? Insane. Jihad, yes. Jihad can move in with me. Can you please do mine? Sure, Kim. What do you need me to do? He is. He's full of love, and how they just want to attack. It's crazy to me. Leave the kids alone. Right. Come after me and my swollen alcoholic face and my alcoholism, but leave my fucking family alone. Like, make fun of Dan. Do what you gotta do. He did. He liked it. My house for everyone too. That way I know no one is ever using my me too. I hate my kid. Jennifer used to come home occasionally and she would be like, Mom, I gotta wash. And she'd put like 5 things in the wash. My eyes would be like, you know, you could put that whole load in there and be fine. Oh no, I don't want any piling on this. It was her Lulu's, you know. Nope, my inner heart was twisting and turning. I have fucking OCD. And I'm thinking, you're wasting my money by doing 5 articles of clothing. We can put a little bit more in that. You know what I mean? Fuck. I like a full load. You shove it in, make it tight, and get it good. And now I got this good stuff. It's called Dirty Labs. Dirty Labs, and it's supposed to be better than all the other shit we buy, like Gain, Tide, blah, blah, blah. I'm smelling it right now. The original scent is Magnolia. So this is expensive shit. It's supposed to be better for your skin, all that stuff. There it is. Smell it. God, it's good. And I just bought the oil for the wool balls for the dryer. Bye, Lindsay. 3 things for 5 loads. Yeah. And well, now this shit is squirtable, so I gotta be careful. It's expensive, but I'm doing it. I'm switching over. Yeah. Check in his laundry room, in his basket. Jesus fucking Christ. And this guy. Where's his grippy sock? Where's the grippy sock? Hi, Belle Gigi. How are you? Hope decided to start TikTok. I've had a TikTok girl, but the trolls have been taking me down. Yes, he enjoyed the birthday money. They wanted to know what he bought with his birthday money. Some of the birthday money he got cash. He bought some drinks, right? The other half, he bought a whole bunch of Pokemon cards with the first round of birthday money. So his friends into these Pokemon cards, and you buy these cases and you hope to find the magical card, and it could be worth $200 to $1,000. So the first bit of money, that's what he spent it on. Bought a lot of Pokemon cards to look through. The rest of the money he replenished his account with to have for future gambling. It's really simple. There's no secrets. I probably could produce some receipts if y'all like that. I'm gonna lose my home. 20 years ago, I'll come over with you. Okay, Sydney. As long as you help me, I'll help you. Hi, Maria. I'm sorry about losing your home. That sucks. Hello in Canada. I got a lot of Canadian followers. I also have a couple of angry Canadian followers too. Yeah, it's horrible. Man, you guys are ruthless. You Canadians. The good ones are good, but the bad ones, man, they're vicious. Yeah, take it from me. You know, I feel it, I know it, I see it, I read it. I'm sorry about the foreclosure, Cindy. You know, and that's the bad thing, is economics right now is really tough for everybody. Oh, not you. No, I know, Donna, you're not. You said hi. Yeah, I know, a lot of you Canadians are great. Yeah, angry Canadians. I've got a couple on Reddit. We know they're from Canada. Yeah. Man, they attack me like they're a feral pit bull on a leash, chained up in the yard. Yeah, it's horrible. I love all the happy Canadians. I love all the happy people in general. But yeah, there's a couple that tear me apart. Women, of course. Go figure. Go figure. Go figure. Oh, who decided to start doing TikTok? Dan. I was anti-TikTok. I was anti-social media. I thought, what the hell is he doing? I thought, you can't be serious. You're too old for this shit. And then here we are. Queen Waken, I have to be, girl. I'll be falling apart if I don't get this exercise in. I've ever had was in Canada. See? Vogel said your customs department was horrible. I'm a world traveler too. Canada was brutal. Shit, y'all, you better do something about that. Bogey was not happy. I gotta stop for a minute. Give me right back. Duty calls, no pun intended. Duty calls. Get it? Yeah, never mind. All right. We're back. Sorry about that. How to take care of business, you know? I went root for the second. I won. Anyway, no shit. Yeah. Duty calls. Duty. Yeah. It was a little bit. Gotta clean him up, get him going, get him ready. He's done. He's good. Now I'm back. And yes, I washed my hands. Yeah. Anytime I deal with anybody other than myself, I wash my hands. If I poop, I wash my hands. If I pee, I don't. Sorry. It's not gonna happen. Unless I'm out in public. So you can shake my hand in public. But if I'm home, odds are I'm not washing my hands. Yeah. Just a little word for the wise. You choose. So Dan's got to call into the nurse. We'll see what happens. But he's gonna sit down and eat, and we'll see what the day lies ahead. But yeah, no reason for two of us to go. That's for damn sure. I got shit to do, you know. So, and I don't want to be sitting in a waiting room full of COVID. No, thank you. So anyway, that's it. What are you guys doing this weekend? Anything fun? Anything fun? Yeah, I got nothing. I got one game on Sunday at 12. Yeah, one game, Delaney. And it's close to my house, so it'll be an easy one. And then nothing else. It's cool. So I don't know if he has to go to the doctor or they tell him to go to the ER. We're probably not gonna have date night, right? So we'll probably be home alone. Oh yeah, football's starting. That's right. Football for high schoolers. I forgot. They've been doing some summer work, right? You're going to the casino? I know. I'll probably take Andrew again. Maybe we'll go Sunday. I don't know. He works. So it'll have to be one day next week. I'll wait for him to play my free play. He needs to get a card because then he'll get free play too. You have no life, so no plans. That's okay. Sometimes that's fun. My brother in the woods. In the woods? What y'all doing in the woods? Celebrating the brother's birthday. All right. Relaxing. Caring for someone who can burn you out. Glad you have each other. Yeah, we do. That's fun. Toggle. You have a new name. Toggle. Yeah. Enjoying the Edinburgh Festival over the weekend. Nice. Oh my gosh. Is that Leanne not funny? Dan doesn't like it. Dan's like, this is not that good. I think it's funny. Thank God healthcare is grueling. You've been no shit, Susan. And thank you for being there for all the sick people. You're on vacation? Good for you, Katie. Do you drink? I'm cleaning house. I always clean house. There's not a day that goes by that I don't clean. Class reunion Saturday? That'll be fun. Are you drinking? You drinking? Are you dropping it like it's hot? Are you doing some old school jigs? Yes, I do it for Andrew. Well, it's hard when you've got to entertain. So he was like, it would be fun just to go together, just to hang out. And I said, okay. Toledo. We go to Sky River. It's down the fun. I'm off this morning. My Zoomies will tell you. They're not here because they're talking to each other online. But, Pamela's here. Oh, that'll be fun, Pam. Moving small stuff in boxes to new place. Oh, nice. I think that's great, though. I'm all down for downsizing. You know what I mean? Yard sales. God, I love yard sales. You haven't cleaned in 6 years? Shit, girl. You about ready to have some work cut out for you. Because you've been traveling to see your lover, Rob Thomas. I would love to see somebody run and talk. I love laughter. Have Stella chilling. Okay, did you get the bottles, Katie? I had a Stella last night with my alcoholism. Ooh, cinnamon rolls. I want some. So my alcoholism gave me one Stella. And I was talking to my friends, my members, right? I was like, I need something. Everybody was pissing me off. I need to relax. I took a gum, right? So I bet it was going to take an hour to kick in. So I opened up a Stella in a can. I drank about 3/4 of it. I dumped it out. And I was like, we'll see. I don't know, you know? So then I was like, I'll open up another one. And then I just wasn't good. I dumped it out. I took a couple sips and I was like, fuck this shit. So I went for the hard stuff. I forgot. Shauna sent me Blackberry Crown and it was chillin'. So I just sipped on a shot of Blackberry Crown. It was yummy. That's what I did. And then, so I had like 3/4 of a beer, dumped out the other one, and sipped on for like 15 minutes my Blackberry Crown. Stella in a can is not good. Stella in a can is not good. So I just wanted to make sure she had bottles because it's just not good. It doesn't taste good. It's more crisp in a bottle. Hi, Beachy. How are ya? I'm hanging in. Slightly irritated this morning. Slightly. But, you know, it's just sometimes how it rolls. I'm thinking about digging out fall decor today. Stop it. Nicole, don't even go there with me. Not now. It's not even fucking September. What? No. I was done with this color. I was like, my lady wouldn't let me do no more summer, she said. No more summer. She goes, it's fall time now. You switch to fall time color. I said, Lynn, I don't know, girl. She goes, yes. So she gave me 3 options to choose from. This is how my bitch rolls. She's like, we ain't doing this shit. Here are your 3 options. One was gray, which I probably should have done because I'm feeling mighty gray. But I thought, no, that's my color for the fall. Then she put on this orangey one, you know? October, September, it starts getting the browns, and I was like, too orange right now. And then she put out this mauvey color. The toes look good, but not so, it's fine. Shit, pissed me off. She gave me 3 fucking colors. You choose. I've been going to this woman for years, so that's how she treats me. Stella's sold to Americans as a luxury brand, but in other countries known as garbage. What? It's garbage? I don't think so. I like Stella in a bottle or on tap. It tastes really good. It's my alcoholism showing. I'm sorry, y'all. It's my puffy face giving it away. Also, my parasocialness. I don't know. Any of y'all parasocial, or is it just me? I know, but I'll be starting a new baby before fall, so it won't be exhausting. No, I'm still mad at you, Nicole. I don't give a shit. Who's coming? I don't give a shit what new baby you're getting. It's too fucking early. Wait the day before your mom comes and put it out. I'll give you that. Not now. It's August fucking 22nd. What the hell? It should be a law mandated in the state of the USA. The states. No early decoration. That's it. Kapui. No kamui. Yeah, that's it. Hi, Froggy. PBR on draft? That's the best one. I love PBR on draft. But I'm an alcoholic, so apparently I like everything. PBR, I would never buy PBR in a bottle or in a can, but on tap, it's refreshing. Dust Rose, I know, that wasn't my option, Patty. It wasn't my fucking option. I messed the rid of drink. Oh, I'm an alcoholic. I have a puffy face. Andrew's a despicable human. He should have proper etiquette and training. He has his mom begging for him to get money for his birthday. And basically, I probably took it all, even though it went in his account, and spent it on Sauv Blanc and my own gambling. Yeah. And how come he doesn't thank everybody? Yeah. So if you give a gift, don't appreciate, I've thanked everybody, right? He'll do it in his own way when he's ready. So that's basically it. And I'm parasocial. I'm parasocial. That's their classification for me. Parasocial. Yeah. I do fall. Take it down and do extreme for Halloween. Oh, Lord, Nicole. See, I don't decorate as much for Halloween anymore because of the kids, but I used to do it all up. Fall I do love. I didn't buy some pumpkins yesterday, and now I'm pissed I didn't. They were like cloth flannel pumpkins. Oh God, they were so cute. But I thought the cats are gonna piss on them if I can't keep them up high. You know? The lady beat the heck out of your legs. Yeah, should have known, Katie. That's about it. Sorry about my puffy face. Shit. Molson high dry. I love Molsons. I love imports. I'm pretty like, if I had my choice, I would go for imports. I love Mexican beer, but I also like Foster's. I've had Molson before. I liked Molson's. I like IPAs. Oh, those are my choice. Because I like to sip. I'm a sipper. You know, I don't like to gulp. And a good IPA, you sip on it. You know, the draft, the fucking American shit we get, I mean, you have to suck it down quick because it goes cold and flat really quickly. And it gets warm. It's gross. So, you know, good IPA. Yeah, I'm an enjoyer. I like the taste. I like micheladas. I do love micheladas with Corona, but I can't have too much tomato juice. It gives me gas. And the beer. But I do love a good michelada. You're a guzzler. So, I mean, you can't really sip on IPA, let's be real. Beer, you have to pretty much guzzle, but I enjoy it. Yeah, Guinness is too much. Foster's in a blue can. What's their Foster's in a green can? I like Foster's in a blue can. Yeah, I think it's good. I love imports. Dan doesn't like, he just likes domestic. So Dan doesn't like the taste of alcohol. You gotta remember, Dan's not he doesn't like the taste of alcohol. I enjoy the taste of alcohol. I used to be a big Blue Moon person, especially on tap. Hi Margaret. I guzzle. Glug glug. Well, if you're drinking domestic, you're gonna have to glug glug. Shit. Green is amber. I'm not an amber person. Thank you, Suzanne. The blackberry crown is really good. Yes. I still think I'm a fan of apple though, but I do like the blackberry. Don't ask me for any other flavors because I haven't tried them. But I was really, I don't know, Kelly. I don't know. I did know I took a little gum, 2.5, to get me through. It's been knocking my ass out, you guys. I don't know how you survive. All you people who love that shit, man, I'm like, it knocks me the fuck out. I guess I'm ready for fall. You are, Catherine. If it's like this, that taupey, I don't know. You've never had a beer or a cup of coffee in 74 years. Sue, that's crazy. Good for you. I mean, you know, I don't think it's a bad thing. And then I might have a couple, but don't let anybody, Cindy, I could give 2 fucks. I could give 2 fucks what people say about my face. Yeah, I wish it was puffy at this point. If it was fucking alcohol puffy, I wouldn't have wrinkles, dumbasses. When you're swollen, your skin stretches out, right? My face is hanging, bitches, so stop being ugly. And we think they're women, obviously, majority of them, from what we can gather. Yeah, remember, Indiana, Oklahoma, I think we have one in Florida. Lily, was that correct? I think one in Florida. And we're working on the rest. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's only one puffy here, and that's not me, it's my husband. Yes, I do too, Katie. I'm out. O-U-T. I'm a little afraid of the peach. I'm not a big peach flavored person, so I've never tried the peach crown. So, yeah. No, I wish I was puffy. I wish I drank enough alcohol to puff me up. Fuck my life. Oh, the famous guy Puffy. I don't know who the famous guy is. I called my husband Puffy the other day. But if I had, help me sleep, I don't, oh my God. If you take 2.5, it knocks you out. It doesn't make you spaced out. Thanks, Catherine. I mean, some look like men. They look like men, but after further investigation, when we find out more about them, they're women. It's interesting, isn't it? Don't you think? Huh. Do I drink strawberry daiquiris? No. I'm not a big sweet drinker. It's very hard for me. Anybody gives Danielle a hard time, I will kick you in the shins with steel boots. Good. I like the steel boot. Yep. Oh, P. Diddy. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. Shit. Puffy, P. Diddy. I don't know. Andrew's rash, I don't know. I think it's getting better. He's on the progesterone, you know, that helps everything. He's not on progesterone. I just keep calling it. You know what he has. The other one. You should have caramel and apple crown with 7-Up. I don't know, y'all. You're pushing me in territories that I'm uncomfortable with. I'm very picky about my drinks, and I'm not a sweet, like, drink person. I know prednisone. Y'all leave me alone. Shit. I like pina coladas. Now, the only time I drink the sweet shit like that is like 1 or 2 is if I'm in like a tropical location, and then I gotta do that, but that's it. Are you ticklish? Certain areas, yes. Yeah. What did you call it? It's prednisone. I called it progesterone. But I'm not a sweet person. It's really hard. You know, but when you're in Cancun and shit, Mexico, you gotta have like a Miami Vice or something, and then I'm like, "Wah, give me a beer." You know, give me a beer. Fuck. My wife hates it. I know, but it's like the best drug to help the situation. Bottoms up, Froggy. Do pedicures tickle? Oh, some people, yes. My mom could never do. My mom, yeah. She was ticklish. I'm not. I'm fucking get this shit off my feet. I missed my son 2 months, then done with the Navy, just reserve. Aww. Katie, I can't imagine. You know, there's something about the baby. I'm telling you, and especially if it's a boy. Am I right? Like, boy babies are like, I don't know. They're just different. And especially when they have problems. They even make, I love my baby boy. I hope he lives with me forever. Reddit's going to love that one. But that's the plan. He's going to take care of me and Dan. He'll live here. He can work here. If he marries, he marries. She can live here too. I wouldn't mind it. Take care of us. Take care of the property. I think that would be fun. My girls, no. Jennifer, no. Hannah, no. But Andrew is fine. Andrew is fine. They're just different. Boys are a different breed. Now, I don't know for you moms who've had like 3 crazy boys, I don't know how you choose, but when you have 2 girls and a baby boy, it's completely different. It's completely different. So, yes, he's my baby, and if I could still nurse him, I would. That's how close I love to be with him. If I could kick Dan out of the bed, I would have my son sleeping right next to me, in the middle of us actually, but Dan says he's too hot, so he can't do it. But yes, I love to, he still actually sucks on the tit. What am I saying? He likes the left side preferably. And sometimes when that's out, he goes to the right. And it's really, I don't produce any milk. It's just for safety, comfort, and satisfaction. So, and it's fine, you know, y'all should try it with your babies. If they need extra attention, just put a nip in their mouth. They'll suck away and be content and happy. I play with his hair, you know, I tell him how much I love him. And then I put him to bed. I carry him upstairs like I did when he was just born. I tuck him in, give him a kiss, and then we sit down and he suckles a little bit on the right side, and then he drifts off to sleep. And he is, let me tell you, he's a happy kid, man. So you guys should try it if you need to comfort your babies. It works great. Yeah. Lots of animals. That's fine. He loves to nurse him as Mama Vogel. Don't even start. I bit my tongue again. I hate that, Marg. I hate that. The mom on the Goldbergs. Yeah. Could you believe that? No, hell no. Hi, Sammy. Shit, y'all. I was grossed out when. Now this is gonna be on Reddit because one of these baby mamas sucked. How their kids. You know what the fuck? I can't. If you're 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and you're still nursing your baby, hell no, that's weird to me. Mama, I want booby. Once you can say, no, absolutely not. Now, to each their own, but to my nipples, I prized on them, you know. But no, I don't suckle and let my kids suckle at 3, 4, and 5. I bet some of those Reddit people did. So that's why they're going to come back and be like, oh my God, misopinionistic. Yeah. Just like the uncircumcised peen conversation, remember that? And one of them had a husband that was uncircumcised, and she took grand dejection, rejection, and man, was she pissed that I talked about ugly ass uncircumcised penis. Girl, what you defensive about? What are you projecting, honey? Exactly what I told you? That's right, I figured it. They're gross, and if you don't clean them right, they are schmegmud. Nobody wants a schmegmud penis. And girl, she was like, my husband takes good care of his member. Shame on her. Now she's anti-circumcised penises? Well, that's just mean. Really? That's what you're gonna write about on the Reddit post? Y'all need a fucking life. I smell projection. Schmegmud penis is what I smell. It's exactly what I smell. Caregiver, I have a helper 3 days a week to help me. Aw, he did? That's sweet, Cheryl. I love that. They're anteaters. They are not cute. I mean, if I saw one naked and I was single, I would run the other way. Sorry, mama needs me. I thought your mom was dead. Exactly. Got to go. I don't care how fucking hot your pectoral muscles are and your thigh muscles. If you've got a fucking aardvark on your, hanging from your pelvis region, I'm out. Out. Now, I would do the same thing with the anaconda. Right? I'm not just singling out the uncircumcised men. I'm also singling out the big ass men. If I saw the anaconda pop out of that thing, roll out like a greeting, walking into a symphony, I'm fucking out. Out. What the fuck do you do with that? What the fuck? Why? No. Sorry. Daddy's calling. I thought your daddy was dead. Well, he is. Gotta go back. Yep. No. And yeah, we talked about that, Vogel. And it's just me. You said, too, yourself, it's a lot of work. And you wanted them to make that decision. I respect that. And I respect you not getting all bent in a shape because I'm trying to be funny, you know? We're not let her, I know, and some men are just like that. I don't know. I'm just saying, I have both anti the anaconda, anti the uncircumcised. Out. Done. Let me add one more to that. Dicky doos. Yeah, dicky doos. So no schmegma, i.e. turtlenecks, i.e. anteaters, i.e. aardvarks, whatever the fuck it is that's grown from your pelvis region. No anaconda. Too much. I don't know where the hell that's going to go and how far it goes, but all that's not coming in me. Literally. I mean, I'll fucking blow off the fucking end of it. Just the tip. They say, okay, well, where's Danielle? Oh, she's in the hospital. She got hurt. Well, why is that? Well, you have to ask about the explosion she was in. You know, no. Third, no dicky doos. If I have to search for it to see that it's there, no. Out. So there's 3. I'm racist against all 3. So if you've got any of those, say no to Danielle. Yeah. Don't even try to swoon me, woo me, or get me in bed, because it's not going to happen. I'm going to scream. I'm going to take a picture when I'm running out, and I'm going to show all my friends. That's what I'm going to do, especially. I didn't have all 3. Cheryl, you're one lucky woman. And what do you say about all 3? I've only had the micro. Yeah. The micro was, I don't know. And remember we talked about that. We don't even know if it's even worth counting, but you kind of have to count. But I don't even know if it made it in. I'm just still confused. It was weird. So I don't even know if we count that. We give it a half. I'll give it a half. You're uncircumcised, Mary. I bet it's beautiful. Yeah, I'm uncircumcised too. So anyway, when you have to find the dicky do, there's no what. Hello, where are you at? Oh, hello. Aren't you a little cute one? You know, the regular's the best. I mean, after all that, I'll take just this average Joe. An average Dan, you know, that's great. Puffy or not, just stick it in and get the fuck out. I'm not into all this playfulness, you know. Dan's like, bring that beautiful body to me in bed. That now he's fucking texting me in the morning time, right? Because he's in bed and he's, you know, every man in the morning, they're ready. And well, you know, and I'm sitting here trying to do my videos. Now, if I interrupted him at any point in time while he was doing his videos to get some cigs, he would be pissed, because when he's in the middle of something, he's in the middle of something. Like, he would never drop, especially if he's doing a video. Not right now, I'm in the middle of something. I mean, that's Dan's reaction, right? So this morning I come and land, and he's like aggressively trying to grab the kitty. And I'm like, dude, why are you so aggressive? Well, put the phone down. I'm in the middle of uploads. Like, I'll come and hang out with you for a while, and if something happens, it happens. But what the fuck are you so aggressive about? I've told this man over and over again, that's not how you get it. That's not how you get me. And then I'm already triggered, and I'm like, get the fuck out. And he got pissed off, and he got up and got the fuck out, right? But like, dude, what the fuck? I don't need this shit. I'm only doing it for you, right? I don't need to feel close to you to have the love stick in the love tunnel, right? I don't need that. I need other things from you to feel close. So I'm here, you take what you get, and you don't throw a fit. And if you don't like what you get, then don't call me and beckon me in the room. Because you know what you're gonna get. Be ready, and be ready. I know you can get yourself ready. Use your imagination, a Rosie Palmer too, and be ready. That's all I got for you right now. In the morning time, I'm on a mission. If you don't get it before I get up, I have a schedule. And it fucks with me if you try to interrupt it because you want to frolic in bed for 30 minutes. Who has 30 minutes in the morning to frolic when my videos aren't fully uploaded, for fuck's sake? And I don't want to frolic for 30 minutes, even if my fucking videos were fucking uploaded. I don't want to frolic for that long. You got maybe less than 10 minutes to frolic. That's it. That's all my mind can handle. I have ADHD. I can't handle. If it's beyond like 5 minutes, I'm already thinking about, fuck, I'm behind schedule. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. Maybe I need Adderall. I don't have time. I'll give you 5 minutes to frolic. That's it. Fine. 5 minutes. I think that's my cap. I don't need foreplay. I'll tell you what my foreplay is. Baby, what can I get you today? Anything? Baby, let me help you with that. I'll vacuum. I'll finish vacuuming for you. Hey, baby, I'll do the dishes. You sit back and relax. Hey, baby, I love you. Give me a kiss on the cheek. You know what I mean? Simple. That's my foreplay. Yeah. Hey, baby, you're looking hot today. Thanks, babe. You too. You know? Hey, babe, let me get that for you. That's foreplay. I don't need no fist in the crotch to feel like I'm getting foreplay. Shit. It's not my love language. My love language is not fucking aggressive, fucking fondling in the morning time or anytime. I don't want to be fondled. If I want to be fondled, I'll let you know. But until then, don't fondle. Does anybody at this point, you're bragging, anybody, it becomes a chore. It does. And then I worry about him being pissed off at me all day because I was pissy. He triggered me. I triggered him. And now he's pouted. You know what I mean? It does become a chore because I feel like I have to do it for him. You know what I mean? To make him happy. What about me? I make everybody happy, but nobody makes me happy. I'm not fully done with menopause, no. Do any woman, here's a late thing. He loves playing with my titties. I know some of you are going to be like, what titties? You know, but he does. Does anybody get annoyed? Anybody get annoyed? Like, for some reason, it's a new thing, and I hate my boobs being played with. Anybody? Anybody? Is anybody? Anybody? Like, my boobs drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. And this is all part of the change, right? As for women, too. Who are you talking about, Drake? I'm talking about, don't come in here acting like you know something. Does anybody, what is going on with the boobs? I can't handle it. Every time he's touching the boobs, like my eye starts twittering, you know, and I'm trying to keep calm, you know, because I got to give him something. And like, it just starts like, my teeth start grinding. I don't know what it is. I just didn't know if I was the only one. Is it just me, or how many of you hate the boobs being touched? I never cared. Now it's like nails on a chalkboard, you know? Ugh. I don't know. It's this hormonal shit I don't understand. And it's so hard. It triggers. Yes, and sometimes they hurt, you know? And even no, don't touch the titties. Don't touch the fucking titties. Don't fucking touch, and I don't want my vagina touched either. I just don't right now. I haven't for a long time. You know, and it's not anything to do with my husband. I love my husband. It has to do with me and my hormones. It's like the body touching is like, ugh, it triggers me. And it's nothing to do with him, you know? Some women don't have this issue going through this change, but some women do. right? I see some women criticizing me. Oh my God, do you not love your husband? I love my fucking husband, and that's why I've stayed with him for 20 fucking 8 years. I should have left a long time ago if I didn't make a commitment, but I made a commitment to be with him. I'm sorry my hormones are fucking crazy, and I'm sorry touching my body makes me nuts. Yeah, I know, Kelly. Boobs are sensitive. Some women love the sensitivity. I never had sensitive boobs to begin with. Never had sensitive boobs to begin with. But now, like, I don't know why. And then he'll be like, let me, you know, because guys are visual. They want to see the love pockets. They want to see everything, you know. And I'm like, no, I don't want to, you know. Sometimes I take, you know, one out for him.
Unknown caller.
I just take one out, you know. But I'm like, to take two out sometimes hurts. You know, it depends on where you are in your cycle. God, fuck, I'm irritated. Yeah, I'm irritated just talking about it. Fucking irritates me. Just don't touch me right now. Again, I'll give you the whole, but I just can't give you anything else. I mean, you can touch a couple times gently, and I'll give you a little love pat. You can give them both a love pat. That's fine. But then leave them alone. Yeah, I can't, y'all. It's just a new thing. It's a new thing. It's a fucking new thing. And some men have heavy hands. You know what I mean? Heavy hands. No touchy the boobies, yeah. You never got menopause, you are lucky. I don't care what women say. I don't care what y'all judging me for. Reddit will be on me today, and that's okay. So draw on the board. Let's draw on the board today. No interest. No interest. Like, I like to look. I like to play with it a little bit, but I just, you know, play with it. I'll touch you, don't touch me. Maybe I'll try that next time. Don't touch me, but I'll touch you. I'll give it a little, you know, little tickle. Whoever, oh, hold on, this is a thank you. Whoever sent me these, I love them. Here's my thank you for the expo markers. I know some people may say that I'm always up here with my puffy alcoholic face and my parasocial behavior, but I thank you for whoever sent these to me. Thank you. With all my heart, I will appreciate you and love you to the day you die. I am so thankful for all my parasocial friends and my parasocial personality and my drunkenness. I hope I can continue this show. Anyway, thank you. Thank you. And thank you one more time. And if y'all didn't feel the love for everybody who contributed, hi Deets, to Andrew, I thank you so much for allowing him some money to do what he wanted to do for his birthday. Y'all are so amazing, and you all were so nice. I said whoever wanted to donate to make his day special to do it. I didn't beg, I didn't cry, I didn't plead, I didn't do all those things. But again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for everybody who participated. It means so much to me. I don't know what I would do without my friendships on this internet. You guys are just the best. And if it wasn't for you, I don't know if Andrew would have had the day he had. Rash and all. Anyway. That was from my fucking dark heart, is what it was. Anyway, you know I gotta make fun. And I'm just making a mess. But you know what? I don't care. You know why? Because I clean up the mess. So who the fuck cares? You know what I mean? All right, let's spray. New day, new board. Let's go. I got my new marker, so we're going to be good to go. Who the hell bought me these? You don't have to tell me, but God, I love this. I got a little thing. All right, on my hip. Hold on, let's get a little squirt, squirt, squirt. Have a squirt, squirt, squirt on me. To all my lucky friends who spend the morning with me. Oh my God, this is so wonderful. I didn't even have to reuse a fucking soiled toilet paper from my bathroom from the toilet. Let's be real. Now I got myself, okay, let's let it dry. Let it dry. We got some things to go to, all right?
Lillian's fault. Yeah, fucking Reddit. Blame Lillian. She's the one who fucking posted his fucking Venmo account. His Venmo account's attached to his fucking bank account, not mine. Anyway, okay, happy fucking Friday. We're gonna use... No, I don't want red yet. I think I'm gonna use blue because it matches the journal that's coming out tomorrow. We'll get to this in a second, okay? This is the journal, so we're going to do blue in honor of the journal. That's breaking free tomorrow. Okay, happy, uh-oh. Somebody gave me bad. Who sent me these markers? Who sent me these markers? They ain't working. The fuck? Fucking working markers. Got me all excited. Oh, the board's still wet. Hold on. Not their part. Never mind. I rescind that angry tone. I rescind it. It's fine. It's just wet. Give me a minute. Now I gotta go get something to wipe it down. I need a dilapidated sponge or something. Don't fret, chocolate chips. It's just me. It's not the marker. I apologize to anybody's feelings I just hurt who bought me those. It's my fault. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. It's just the wet board. You're good, whoever sent them to me. Thank you. Well, hold on. You're not off the hook yet. Let's see. Hold on. All right, I think we're getting dry. All right, let's try this again. I need a... You know what I need? I know what I need. I think I have it upstairs. You watch out, people. You're in for some excitement. All right, let's try this again. All right, we're going for it. Happy? Oh, shit. All right, it's going. Happy F-in Friday. Okay. All right. Happy F-in Friday. Now we're going to use the good old red. All right. Now we're going to use the good old red. All right. Give me a minute. Did I have any triggers today? Oh, I sure did. Reddit. F-U sub-red. F-U red. Oh, and I'm in red. Yeah. Y'all are bottom dwellers who live and suck off of the fecal matter and the excretions of others. Hope you're full. I got a lot of excretions today. Okay, that's number one. Number two. Vogel, you're pissing me off. Workbook. Book. Release. Tomorrow. Tom or Row. That's how I remember how to spell it. Okay, workbook release tomorrow. Bella says I need a psychiatrist. No, Bella, I think you do. If you're here bullying women, you are the problem, honey. It's not me. Yeah, that's... What else do I need to write? Well, let's give it a minute. Let's give it a minute, because I'm sure people like Bella are coming around. Let's give it a minute. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jake, why are you so negative? Because of people like you. You know, it's very simple to me. Oh, Grandpa's alive, because we know that's going to be a question. That was another question. Hold on, let's do green for horny. Green. Okay. Ed is alive. It's another one that irks the fuck out of me. You are a bullying woman, Bella. When you come on and say to another woman that you need a psychiatrist, that's called a bully. You should be proud. I just pulled in and already peed myself a little bit from laughing. All right. So anyway, let's start with this so far. I love the bullies who come in and have to protest why they aren't a bully. You know what I mean? Like, you got to pay attention to your fucking behavior and what you are writing. You need a psychiatrist. I'm not a bully. What? But you are, with a comment like that. So, anyway. Stick around, Bella. I can show you how not to be a bully. And how anytime you come into somebody else's live to say word things like that, you're going to get a response. At least for me, honey. And you can pretend you're not all you want, but the truth is there. The truth. Your written word was there. It was an attack on me being funny, right? I'm trying to be funny. Why do you give these idiots any of your time? Claudia, I'm not going to go over this. I am not going to discuss why I approach the idiots. Because there are boundaries that I have. And any idiot that's going to come and address me specifically and attack me, I'm going to defend. Because that's my armor. When we go to war and you get shot upon, do you not shoot back? You just say, okay, well, let them ignore the attackists. What are they? Whatever. Ignore them. Ignore them. Boom, dead. You know. Okay, unlike the badass bitch within. I'm a fucking diamond. Tough as hell and as unbreakable. There you have it. I'm a fucking diamond. Tough as hell and unbreakable. That's right, bitches. Remember that. And you too, bros. This always goes for everybody here. Remember that you are a diamond. We are beautiful, we are unbreakable, and we are unstoppable. And we're tough. And and that's what I am, Claudia. I'm tough. And I'm trying to enlighten people, Reddit loves to use my word, enlighten people on how their behavior is hypocritic. Hypocrisy, right? It's hypocrisy. So I try to give them some enlightening, and eventually maybe they will see how ugly their actions are. Yeah. And by allowing people to trample all over you every day, what is that doing to you as an individual? Should you not respond to them and not show them what a strong ass bitch you are? No, I'm strong. And I'm going to defend myself in every step of the way because I believe that's what's important. Period. There you have it. Anyway, here you need this. See how catchy she is with that? Here you need this. This is out tomorrow. This is our workbook, a pre-planning workbook about us individually. For you, for your husband, for whatever. So here's the background of it. Because life is unpredictable, you need this book. Life doesn't ask our permission before it changes our plans. Sometimes the unexpected moments arise with no preparations. When the unexpected happens, it comes with unanswered questions. And this book holds the answers. Here, you need this. So there you have it. It's a practical, heartfelt workbook packed with clearly everything you can imagine. It's a place to share your story, your details, and your legacy in a way that can become a true gift to the people who matter most. Inside, you'll find the space to write about who you are, your background, school days, and memories, your health history, allergies, medications, and directives, your wedding, love story, and family traditions, favorite recipes, music, TV shows, sports, and pets, work history, military service, bank accounts, subscriptions, passwords, and contacts, and all the personal things no one else can think to ask until they need to know. This is something that I think is such a fitting thing with both of us who have lost our parents, which we talked about so many times, and not having answers to things or having questions and we can't get those answers, right? This is something that can prepare you and prepare your kids or your family. So this is just amazing. I'm telling you, this is something that I'm going to do. If you don't have any sort of things, this is the things that I always tell my kids randomly. Menopause sucks. I have every fucking bullshit imaginable, you know, and my kids are always write it down. Write it down, Mom. I don't want to hear about your impending death, right? This is it. This is it. This is how we write, and this is how we prepare ourselves for our future and our demise. This is it. I mean, this is it. I wish my mom had one of these, you know? I wish my mom had the time to take to write me something that explains the life that she lived, the life that she ran from, the life. I have so many questions, and all the questions mostly I have in here are exactly the things that I wanted to know. I wanted to know. And I can't. So why can't we do better? You know? Why can't we do better? Why can't we do better and prepare ourselves for our family's future? And this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. So this will be available tomorrow. I will remind you tomorrow. This is just, it's a case of emergencies, all the things that you want people to know, who you want to know. I think it's a great thing. I think my mom, you know, anybody who's lost somebody, right, will probably really benefit from this, because it's something we don't want our kids to go through. I don't want my kids to have the same questions, Literally, I don't want my kids to have the same questions. It'll be on Amazon tomorrow. Norma, all you have to do is type in Danielle Salinger, and you'll see everything we published so far. So I will remind everybody tomorrow. Me too. I mean, Fizzling Gent, can you remember? I mean, I would just like some of those things in there gives me goosebumps. This is going to be really hard for me. This is going to be really hard for me to do, only because it brings up memories. It brings up my same questions I had with my mom. It brings up all these things. Yeah, and I don't know what the cost is. Is Christy still here? Do we know? And I just think it's something that, Christy said, I want to do a workbook based on what you and I have talked about in this whole deep down dive into my life, right? On death, and maybe doing a workbook as a pre-planning. And I said, do you, boo? She's just going off of the things that, I've talked about. She's being creative, and I'm allowing her to use her creativity, especially, if it's something that I agree with. And she runs everything by me first, and I'm like, do it. I love it. And she's like, we talk about death, but I said, fine. It will be $11.99 is what she says. I know, me too, Jen, me too. And my mom passed when she was 53, and there wasn't enough time. And sometimes you don't think about the time. We will run it on sales too over the next few weeks. So we will have sales on it too for the next 2 weeks. So this is going to be very difficult. And I think it's going to be really more difficult for the people who've lost those people who wish we had these answers to. And it's a quick thing. Your kids can have this. Your kids can have it. And it'll be great. Where's my money? I'm not putting my money information in there yet. But I'll name the banks we have, but I won't put my money. That's all I need them to be like, where's mom's money? Oh, her account numbers. Yeah, no, we'll wait for that one for a while. Yeah, we ain't putting on. So anyway, I lost both parents. Yeah. You did too. You're a little bit younger than me. I lost my mom at 50. Well, I wasn't 53. Sorry. She was 53 and my dad was 55. Yeah, it's crazy. So anyway, this is coming out tomorrow. And to celebrate this workbook, it's Christy's birthday. It's Christy's birthday, right? She's going to be, well, we don't need to tell you how old she is, but anyway, it's her birthday. So celebrate this day tomorrow by getting you something you need and something that celebrates Christy's birthday. She's like, you got a book on your birthday? Kind of. And then she's like, I want one on mine. I said, you go, girl. You do it. So let's show her love by showing Christy this is Christy. This is just sparked from an idea of what we've talked about. So let's celebrate Christy and say happy birthday to an amazing author, writer, and publisher. Come on, people, tomorrow. It hits Amazon, $11.99. $11.99, and I'll be pushing this tomorrow for her birthday. She deserves it. She works hard. This woman has worked hard. She's gotten some great exposure. She's gotten some other gigs that are in the work for her, and I love that for her. So, I help my people out. Yeah, I love helping my people out. So, once you become a part of my life, if there's anything I can do to help, I do it, right? And I think she's an amazing person to boot. So, there you have it. And poor thing gets attacked because of me. Oh, shit. Leave her alone. This has nothing to do about me. This is about her and her exquisiteness and her artistic formations of words. This is Christy. This is her. She's just compiling my information and our, talks, and I can't think of the word, but that's all she's doing. And she's using it to do wonderful things, compiling things for our future. So shame on you. Shame on you for going after her. Thanks, Bogey. This is a vibration plate. This helps my bladder mostly. I don't feel anything else, but I do know I love it after I run. Does it have the area to write in the book to answer the questions? Does it have the area to write in the book to answer the questions? On what? The workbook? Katie, I do. I love my people. And I had another friend, Jilly, who helped me with, who tried to help me with merch. And it really made me sad because it didn't work for her, right? It didn't work for her. Now, we're not making millions on the books. Chrissy's not able to retire or anything like that. I think we have over 1,000 books sold, which should be more, but it's only 1,000. And I that's hers. She's the one who's putting the time in it. If we start making real money, she'll give me, she'll give me a little bit. But I told her, you do you, boo. Don't even worry about me. We'll get this out, and when we take off, you can worry about me then. I don't care. You know, we're trying to get out there. I'm trying to help her. I'm trying to, you know, help myself too in the long run. But if it doesn't work for me, the little she's getting from making off of this is not enough to pay her back for what she's doing, right? But she's doing it. And I don't even need to know, you know, just do you. When you're ready to give me a little, you know, casino change, I'll take it. But until then, don't worry about it. Pay yourself back, because I know it's still not enough. So that's just me. That's the type of person I am. My friends. I'm not going to gouge her. And I trust her that when the time is near and when the time comes that we're making enough, then she will pay me back. And that's all that matters. Not pay me back, but give me a little cut, you know, and me. Duh. But anyway, that's what I do for my friends. And I said the same thing with Jilly. And unfortunately, it didn't work out, and we lost money on the deal. But she was willing to take that chance with me because she appreciated who I was as a person, right? And it really made me mad that we could not give her any income from it, right? And so, I mean, even just, yeah, I mean, a couple $100 would have been just nice, but we didn't make anything on that. We flopped. And that happens, right? You take a risk, and these friends take a risk with me. So yeah, it's great. And I told her the same thing. I don't have to see any money. Just when you start becoming in the green instead of the red, then, you know, I trust you'll send me whatever you need.
Unknown caller.
Reddit will have nothing to say about that. Yeah. Christy's going to be the same age as me. I'm older than her. So, it tightens up your pelvic floor. Yeah. So Christy's a badass, man. I mean, and she, you know, this is giving her great experience. And so, I mean, she never thought she was going to write a children's book either. Come on. Like, we're morphing into this, we hope, an empire of books. And maybe one day somebody will see something and love it and she'll take off, right? I wouldn't mind that. I'm hoping she does that. Even if it's not with me and it's somebody else, you think I'm going to sit and say, you know, well, what about my money? No, I trust these people. And if they fucking screw me and leave, then they fucking screw me and leave. Lesson learned. But I'm not worried about it right now. I know everything will come in due time. And I know she is pure. I know when she is making enough money to repay herself, that's all I said, repay yourself. I won't ever see any money, but that's okay. Repay you. You're doing the work. It's just my words. I'll do this. This is all I do. I'm the advertiser. Yeah, so we'll celebrate her tomorrow. We'll celebrate Christy tomorrow. But yes, blue's her favorite color too. Blue's her favorite color, right? I remember that, right? So she was like, should we put some pink in it because it matches? I said, no. No. You do you. It's your birthday. Make the book blue. She's more of a screenwriter. She's a screenwriter. Now she's become a book writer. But never know. Maybe we'll have to make a play or a movie. So my patch is coming back, by the way. And they said it's eczema. Anyway, so she loves blue. So that's me. Could you imagine, especially Wedgwood blue? Oh, got all spicy on that. I don't know what Wedgwood is. I know, a comedy. We are a comedy. My life is a comedy. So here's the thing. The Millie book is coming. Yes, the Millie book is coming along. We talked about them, but we had a conference yesterday. I'm trying to make it sound professional. We had a conference yesterday about the book, about this, and the book is coming along. Yeah, her daughter's done an amazing job on the pictures. And so now we're just kind of putting together ideas for the first book. It's like a welcome to Millie, the mischievous pig, because she is mischievous, right? So anyway, yes. So I told Christy, she's like, every time she's like, you are the easiest person I think I've ever worked with. Well, no shit. Do you, boo? Every time she's like, I knew you were going to say that. I'm like, well, then don't ask, you know? She's like, I just don't want to step on your feet. I said, girl, just tell me about it. I'm going to say either yes or no. And I love it. You know, I like the blue's fine. Do the blue. Are you sure? Yes, it's you. It's your day. It's your hard work. Do it. I support you. She's like, okay, thank you. You know, she's just always so worried. She's always worried I'm going to be pissed off. That's not me. I ain't pissed. I want you to do your intake and your input on your things that you're working so hard with. So tomorrow, Even if you don't want it, take it and gift it to somebody. But just let's celebrate Christine on the hard work she's done. My book sales should be higher. We thought we were going to have higher book sales. But come on, people, buy the book. Buy this workbook, especially tomorrow. We have a lot of things. If you want to buy all of them, buy them. Let's celebrate Christine and all the hard work she does for her family and me. Yeah, anyway. Okay. Anyway, I love doing that. I love helping people. So if I can help anybody in any other way, that's fine. I'll do it if I can or if it interests me. Is Ed in the Millie book? Not as of yet. Not as of yet. No. Yeah, so it'd be a great Christmas if we're already starting to shop for your loved ones, your family. It would be great. They're all would be great. So let's like plan ahead and not be stupid. You know, at least if we start it and we drop dead, at least it's halfway there. And that's true because my Hannah's always like, I'm just calling to tell you that this is what's happening with me. And Hannah's like, Mom, write it down. I don't want to know. I can't focus on you and your potential dying. So anyway, so Ed is not in there yet, but I'm sure Ed will be in there eventually. James, if it wasn't for my friend, I would have never wrote a book. I would never done it. She became a follower a while ago, and she said, anytime you want to write a book, let me know. And after a year or so, she said it again. I know for your granddaughter and grandkids, and we're going to do a series. So I think what we're going to do, our plan is we're going to do this workbook, get this out and going. Then we are going to finish up the Millie book. It's being processed right now. We have a couple more pages we need to illustrate and then put together. And then after that, we're going to do another Danielle book, like a fun little Danielle book. We have a really good idea for that. So that will be, and then I want to do another Millie book, you know? So I really want to do a Millie book themed books, you know, of childhood, like what we should do. We learn from our mistakes type of a thing. Because in the poem that we're basing the stories on, Millie's a mischievous pig, right? And so she learns from her mistakes, right? And her friends help her learn from the mistakes is what my theory is. So we'll put Grandpa in there at some point. This is itching. Red is your favorite color? Pink. Pink's mine. So yeah, so it's, well, and our kids can't. I mean, that's the thing. But the fact is, I want them to know the things that my mom, you know, didn't know. And so I'm gonna mark all over that book. Every time I have a feeling with menopause, every time I have this is what Mom had. They're gonna hate it, but it's gonna be there for them. No, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me, Danielle handbook. What are you talking about? Yeah, we're doing like a little Danielle thing. A little Danielle. I won't tell you what it is because it's still in thought process, but I have an idea of what we're gonna do next. You said you wouldn't buy any more books. Actually, I could show you, but I'm on my TikTok page. I've had her since she was 6 weeks old. Yeah, 6 weeks old. She was a ginger. She had red hair. Yeah, red hair, one green eye, and one brown. And now you just can't really see her eyes. So, but now she's kind of brownish. She's not even red anymore. And she fucking charged me more money for that pig because she was, anyway, don't get me started. Fucking, that pisses me off. So anyway, she's a cute pig. She's in the middle of her blowout, which is a blowout. It's the first summer that she's had a blowout in August. When it starts getting hot, they typically blow out their hair and then they're bare and then the new hair comes in. And so she's like, her hair is all fucking cockeyed. I mean, it's the end of fucking August and she's having her first blowout. It's the weirdest thing. Anyway, so her hair is like half on, half off. She looks horrible right now. She's not such a cute piggy anymore. Does she get along with the dogs? Coco bugs the shit out of her. Baxter doesn't pay no mind to her. Jojo and her grew up together. So Josephine, our cat, the white and brown and gray one. Her and Jojo are like friends because they kind of grew up together. I had Millie in a pin inside and Jojo was always with her. So the children's literature and the fact that, Katie, I'm going to tell you, It is so, yeah, and that's why she hasn't had a blowout yet. It's so unheard of to have a blowout at the end of August. So with, I knew, and this is my thought process. Again, I'm going to toot my own horn and show you, like how much it means to me to have like my friends, my followers, and their family involved. So Christy's daughter is an artist, you know, and one day she was messing around or whatever, and I was like, oh my God, I want your daughter, see if your daughter would do the illustrations for our book. And she's like, I don't know, you know. And I was like, love it. So she's like, okay, well, I knew she was an artist, right? So I said, have her draw me up a Millie Pig picture. You know, let's see. What I want to get an idea. I have an idea in my head of what I wanted the illustrations to look like. Yeah, read with caution. That's going to be something. Oh, you did, Lillian? And so she drew me a Millie Pig picture, and it was so cute. I said, done. She's hired if she wants it. So in the next Millie Pig book, of course, in the first Millie Pig, I want her daughter to get paid, obviously, too. So Christy, that'll be on Christy. She'll figure it all out. If I don't get a cent, I don't get a cent. It's okay. They did all the hard work and the illustration. And if I can get her daughter, like, somehow connected people, somebody just strolls across and, you know, I mean, holy shit, how cool would that be? You know, how cool would that be if they could take off as a mother and daughter duo? So I want her to do all my books. She gets experience. She gets her art done. Hey, Fupa. Ugh, that melty. I wish you fell in that melted chocolate. Oh, my God. May I comment on how I think you've been treating Ed recently or no? I don't need your comments because you have no fucking idea how I'm treating Ed. So anyway, Fupa has these videos. You did. He drives shit to the animals that they eat. Our animals eat so shitty, and it shows us every day what the fuck they eat. So yesterday there was like corn pops and there was chocolate and everything, and the chocolate was melting from the heat of being on the freeway and dropping them off at your local dairy farms or whatever the fuck they are, you know. And so he was like, look at this, and he's always being a smart ass. Look at what the chickens and the cows are gonna eat today. Look at us, we got some puffs, we got some chocolate, and look at the chocolate. And all of a sudden he fell, and then he was like, of course we didn't see him fall, and I'm so pissed off about that. Fupa, that would have been so funny. Anyway, he fell. He's like, shit, I fell. He was covered in pops and probably melted chocolate. Anyway, I didn't see if he was in the melted chocolate, but I was hoping he was, just for being a smart ass. And I got my wish. He said he was. The shit he takes to these farms, you guys. Things in packaging, old expired foods. They are all going to our farms for our animals to eat before slaughter. It's actually very disgusting. It's like the stuff, I mean, I followed him. I've been following him since he's followed me. And the shit he shows is almost like, I can't believe I'm eating beef and chicken, honestly. I mean, shit. They're eating puffs and chocolate chips and cookies and ramen packets and like expired cheese and shit like that. This is what we're doing. And he's a trucker for it. He can vouch for it. He vouches for it. Yeah, follow him if you want to see it. If you don't, stay away. A coloring book from Millie. That would be cute too. A coloring book idea. That would be cute. Christy, take some notes, girl. She's like, fuck. Another thing to add to the list. Chrissy's like, shit, we ain't getting away from these salingers. Shit. I have a guy like that. I go and get the organs from a local butcher. Oh, my mouth's just salivated. Yeah. Her daughter could do it. Yeah, and get all the proceeds. And you still eat it, and that's the thing. He still eats the food. A pop-up book. Now you're doing too much. We're only, until we get a publisher who really like has the money to do this shit, Zelda, it's going to just be self-published. A Millie Pig soft plushie. Oh, I don't know how we could do that though. I don't know how we could do that. I would have to hire a manufacturer to do that. Soft plushie Millie Pig to go with a book. That would be great. Yeah, it's not just beef, Luana. It's not just beef. It's also fucking chicken. So if you eat chicken, don't think you're escaping the fucking gross shit that our animals are eating. Oh my God, D. Willis. Ugh, 101. I don't know if my friend even has misters. So that's crazy, Fupa. I was wondering if you could logically eat that food knowing what's going in. Um, I only eat fruits and vegetables. Shit, we should go. We kept cows. Well, here's the thing. If you can butcher your own shit, we know you're not eating that shit. I mean, that's the way to go. It's super expensive, but if you can afford to do it, I tell you, eating like buying from your own butcher or raising your own cattle would be, oh, oh my God, you lost two fur babies 8 days apart. How does that happen? Ugh, I'm so sorry. You know, I look at my fur baby kids, and I look at them every day and I think, oh my God, I would be so lost without you. Like Baxy's getting old, you know? Baxy's like 11. He's 11. What the fuck? Nancy saw, hold on, I was reading, Rocky sent me something. I saw how hot dogs were made almost 50 years. I haven't touched one since and never will. Yeah, hot dogs are pretty bad. I refuse to look at the things that, I enjoy eating once in a while. They feed animals plastic. Yes, I know. I've seen them. Fupa shows me almost every day what his loads are. And I think to myself, why am I eating this food? A vegan. How do you know when you're talking to a vegan? They never stop talking about it. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not just beef. It's not just beef. Chems then brings the cow back in the freezer paper. Oh, I love, that's a real butcher. I hope the butchers, like if you still have butchers in your towns, I hope they actually use really good beef. Not like people like, pretending to be. And then, yeah, I hate that. I hate liars. I hate liars and I hate cheaters. And I hate people who claim to be holier than thou, because they're typically never, Isn't that normal for everybody to preach? Yeah. Oh, Rhonda, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. This isn't an easy job, and not many people do it. And the people who choose to do it are badass people. That's all I have to say. Wardrobe, because it sheds plastic. It is not, well, nobody should be wearing polyesters. What in the world? Why are we wearing polyester, girl? That's why I drink almond milk. Cow's milk is gross. He passed last Friday. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. It's like a blessing and a curse, right? It's a blessing because they're no longer in pain or confused or whatever was his situation, right? And then the curse is that we miss them. We miss them too much. It's going to be horrible. It's funny. While you eat chips, Hollis, I've been eating chips lately too. It's going to be bad for the weight gain. I've been eating chips. I bought a whole bunch more bags. What am I thinking? I don't know. I have a problem. That's some 70s shit. It is. And my patch on my face is coming back. My eczema patch. Yeah. And it itches. I know. And Rhonda, the thing is allow your emotions to be all over the place, because they are. It's going to happen. You're going to be angry. You're going to be sad. You're going to be happy. And then you're going to feel guilty because you're happy. And then you're not going to know what to do. You're going to be walking around in circles like, what the fuck do I do now? And that's the thing that happens, right? I like glue sticks too. They were fun. I love the cement glue. That was the best. And especially, I don't know how old, but you have that comfort of them being there. And then when they're gone, I felt the same way. And I'm going to explain it this way. And some of you are going to understand it. Some of you aren't. When my daughter, right, when she graduated from college and she stopped playing soccer, we were lost. It's like our whole life was there, right? Soccer. We followed her around. We traveled. We watched her become a star. Sue, I know, I'm just giving you shit. And when you do that since she was 8 years old, and at 23, she graduates, and you're lost. He was 91. Yeah. You're lost. You're like, what do we do? Our life. Unknown caller. Our life is completely, what do? We had no idea. We couldn't connect any other way. We couldn't connect. We were so lost. We were like, what are we doing this weekend? Normally it was traveling, or, we're looking at stats while she's playing during the week, or going, for 4 years, there was nonstop games. And, it's like, and then he started picking up TikTok. And we ran in circles for months until TikTok blew up, and we were like, oh, then we had another connection, right? If him and I had this other, I mean, it took a minute, but now we have this connection, right, with TikTok and stuff. And it so sucks, right? Because I don't want to compare that to death, right? Oh, you did? Oh, Gracie, I love that. And not that I want to compare, but I can compare the emotion, right? Well, and that's what happens, Cassidy. You do. You have an identity crisis. Only what I'm going to say for women, and I don't know about men because Dan does everything differently, but for women, the identity crisis that I had was, here I am, a mom. My whole life has been devoted to taking my kids to soccer, to taking them to any other sports, taking them to their friends' houses, picking them up from school, helping them with homework, helping them with FFA, being there front and center for their lives. And then all of a sudden they're gone. They're gone. And then we're like, what do we do? But then Jennifer had soccer, and then we morphed into soccer, right? So it was easier. Hannah was gone at some point. She stayed here for 2 years, but then we lived and breathed Jennifer's soccer, right? And then COVID, she was still not playing soccer for a while. And then all of a sudden, you do. It's that whole, what do I do now? My kids aren't here. They don't need me. What do I do now? You know? And Dan and I have few connections. And this is what's really weird is people are going to use this against me. But he said it last night, you know, or the other night. We had a live on Wednesday. Did we have a live last night? I don't even know. Today's Friday. No, we had a live. Don't ask. Anyway, he said he had so many other connections with that woman, right? Bye, D-Bless. That it was different than us. We have a different connection. We have a love connection, right? We don't really, it's a whole new life. Yeah. We don't really connect on every other thing, right? I like to do different things than him. We had a connection when we gambled together, right? It was one of those things. We had a connection when our kids played sports. It was those connections that we talked about and we loved and we embellished in their successes, right? Well, are you, Drakey? And then that stopped, right? And I was lost. I didn't realize I was like so lost. And when I look back, and I was, and then TikTok came in and it changed the whole dynamic of not being lost anymore. And then my kids Hannah went through a weird phase because she was like, what? Now my kid was mad. One of my kids, the older kid was mad we were doing this in general. The other kid was like, well, you're not here for me anymore, right? So then I got lectured on my daughter, Hannah, because she was like, well, every time I call, you're busy. Like, I need you. Where are you? You know, but I'm like, okay, but I had all this time and you didn't need me then. But the minute I find something that satisfies my time and connects me with time and your dad, now you need me. But she's like, I just need you available when I need you available. I was like, Hannah, I deserve to find something that for me, to make me happy and occupy my time. I don't have you guys anymore. What am I going to do? I'm lost. And this is a place for me to be and have that connection. Buscrow, that's funny. Making Milwaukee is tough. And by the way, John, because I mentioned Milwaukee so much, here's the original Milwaukee guy, Violent Femmes dude. John Sparrow. And every time I said the other day, when you're not here, you know, I make fun of Milwaukee. And people are like, hello, Jean from Milwaukee. You know, now I'm like, who lives in Milwaukee? Is that true? Does it happen? So now because I make so much fun of you, people are coming in and saying, hey, Milwaukee loves you. And I said, wow, another Milwaukee. We have more Milwaukee people ever. What the fuck, John? You started a group. You started a group. So anyway, so yeah, it's weird. And so it was weird for Hannah to adjust to too, because I wasn't as available for her. But I don't think that I needed to be at this. You got to be more responsible for yourself. And I kind of like the distance sometimes because then I don't have to worry. I feel like when I talk to my kids, I worry. And then I'm always worried. I'm worried about, you know, and then I just get worried. And then they stress me out. I don't know, it's my doing. They don't do it intentionally. But so it's nice sometimes when I take a break because when I have so much here, I can't handle the other shit. And now that they're gone, it's easier. You know, you adjust. you adjust, and it's like, okay, oh, hi, yeah, you have a daughter. Oh yeah, I haven't talked to you in a while. Hi, how are you? Love you too. Bye. Gotta go. Anyway, so I get it. So my point is, that was a huge tangent, Rhonda. My point is that you are going to go through all these moments with the loss of him. And if you're still here, you're going to run in circles because your whole life at this point, for however long you've done it, has been caring for this man, right? And then it's like, okay, well, what's your purpose now? So don't be surprised if that purpose gets shot and you don't know and you're struggling to find it. Take your time. Take your time and know that emotions are okay. And it's going to be waves of different emotions. And the only saving grace is he's 91. Hopefully he didn't pass in a gruesome way. And hopefully it was peaceful and quiet. And just know he probably thanks every minute of the time that you spent with him and helped him. My stomach's full. It's another empty nest, right? I never thought I would be here today. I've said that. Social media, taking care of Ed, and doing all those things. And my friend Tony has always said, for a while ago, she said, Sandra, I don't blame you. I think I would have a hard time too. And I know that my friend Tony, like 2 years ago, she's like, I fear the day that Ed passes for you. I fear the day that Ed passes for you. I would have never believed that I would have thought or agreed with that statement. But it's going to be true, Rhonda. So I will be where you are at some point. And it's just it's a crazy, death is a crazy thing. I mean, my mom's been dead enough for 19 years and I'm still going through those emotions like it was yesterday. I'm still paying bills for my 28-year-old and 20-year-old. Send me too. Hashtag me too. Me too. 26, 24, and 20. I got 3. Yeah. And I won't tell you, but one of them asked for money to help with something. And I was like, I can't do it right now. I got a house that's being fixed tomorrow. I've got this. I can't do it. Like, I cannot do it. And that stresses me out because I can't do it. I recently stopped giving and now I'm not seeing. I don't mean to laugh at that. I really don't mean to laugh at that, but I cannot. I know. And but here's the thing. I've always done, right? I've always done for my kids, regardless of, I don't talk to Dan. I just do, right? Because I deal with the money. And we're going to have to help, put it this way. Whether it's now or in a couple months, she's gonna need it, and there's no way. And it's not safe for a move-in back home for anybody. So those are the complications that Dan's like, well, she moves home, and it's like, no, it's not gonna happen. There's no moving home. I don't want that. Well, shit, Robert, I don't want that. I can tell you I don't want that. I'm already stressed the fuck out. I don't need that. It's not healthy for any one of us in this house. Any girls were adults even before they were paying their own way. And I just, and that's the hard thing, is that I always give. But right now, it's such a hard time for her to ask early. And October, there's so much more. It's so difficult, right? Because having to say no, and I was so stressed out about it. I was like, I can't do that right now. Not right now, when a house is being worked on and I'm gonna have to write a check in a week for how much money? You know what I mean? Only Andrew can stay. And I can't, no, I just can't. I mean, it's a lot of money. And where am I gonna get that? I'm gonna have to start, doing something, maybe on the side, I don't know. But I can't, and it bothered me so much. I came in and talked to Dan about it. That's how much it bothered me. And then he starts stressing out. How much does she need? And I said this, and he goes, fuck, and that shit, I don't know. And then I'm like, okay, well, where's that go? Well, you just said you can't do it. You can't do it. But I'm like, I'm not doing it early, but we're probably gonna have to do it in a couple months anyway. It's just fuck. That's what I get. That's what I get, which is no help at all. Which is like no help at all. It's like, can you help me? Like, am I doing something wrong? Like, are you on my side? Am I doing the right thing? I was not early with it. Fucking deal with it. Ah, fuck. That's Dan. But it's been stressing me out still. I'm still thinking about it. It still breaks my soul. Even though I know it's going to happen, but I hate telling my kids no. Well, and I think maybe that's what it is because I have cared for my kids, but at some point, like, how old are you going to be? You know? Like, at what point do you say, can't do it anymore, you're on your own? Haven't done that. What are you looking at me like that for?
I went, what?
Where are you going?
I gotta run to the bank. I gotta find the key, though.
He's trying to find the key. Remember the key. He can't find the key. I know where it is.
You know where the key is?
Mm-mm. I didn't drive the car. I do. And here's another question. I did lie. Here's another question. I'm gonna put him out of his misery in a little bit. But I found it yesterday. Remember, I was on my member live and I was like, look, here are the keys. I bet you he won't remember where they are. They're outside. And here's the thing. Why do we women always find the things that they misplace or see them ahead of time? Can you answer that question? Why do we see the things that they're not going to be able to find based on where they put them? Why? Why do we know where they are? He's going crazy right now, but it pisses me off because I know. But I saw them within 4 minutes of him coming inside, and I was on the phone with my I was doing a member live. And I'm like, watch, I'm gonna leave him here. I'm not gonna even clean it up. And I'm gonna make him suffer. Because he's so ADHD. He went to put food away, right? What he does is he comes home, he's on the phone, he can't multitask, he puts shit away, then he puts shit down and then walks inside. And they are wherever they are. And is that why? Because we are observant. And then he yelled at me because I always keep my keys, if they're in, because it's touchless, so I keep them in my fanny pack. But I yell at him to hang it up, right? I always yell at him to hang it up. And just hang up the key. It's right there. Walk in, hang it up, and then you won't ever have a problem, or I won't have a phone. Then he gets mad at me because he's like, well, you don't hang up the keys. No, but you know where my bag is. It's always in my bag, right? When you have the keys, I never know where they are. But I know where the keys are. I'm going to let him suffer for a little bit. It's just principle. It's principle. And if you don't like my banter and my playing with him because he drives me insane, then you don't like me, and that's fine. But principle.
I can't find the key.
What did you do yesterday when you came home? In the freezer? Why don't you go over there and look at the shoes?
What?
Go over there and look
Are
at
you serious?
Go over there and look at the shoes.
Do you see the key?
I don't know. Go over there and look at the shoes. I may have seen them.
Look at where?
Next to the refrigerator where the shoes are. Where the shoes are. Look down.
You could have told me 5 minutes ago.
I could have. I really could have. I sure could have. Hey Siri, turn off Bluetooth. You should have seen the look he gave me too. You should have seen the look. Yeah. He did this. No. It was a disgusting look. It was like those Reddit people, you know? If looks could kill, I would be dead. No eye roll, just a glare. A deep, evil glare. Now, I'm going to tell you something about Dan. I'm going to tell you something about Dan. I noticed them yesterday. I forgot where they were until he said he was looking. Honestly, I forgot where they were until he said he was looking, and then I remembered, because I remembered. Anyway, I don't give a shit. I'm tired of always constantly running this household. He can't find anything. The other day, he called me up. Where are the envelopes? I said, where did you put them? You're the last person who used them. I showed them to you the other day. Where did you put the envelopes? Well, I don't know. They're not in the same place I put them. I said, Dan, they have to be in there. They're not. I get home. They're literally right in front of his face. I pull it out. I'm like, oh, sir, you must have put them right here. Envelopes. Can you not see that? It drives me insane, right? So same thing with the keys. I told my members, I was like, I'm going to leave them here. The guy is scatterbrained all the time. He can't think. Half the time he leaves the engine on in the car. Literally like the keys right there, right? And he fucking shits on me every day. I'm tired of being his mama. Literally. I am tired of being his mama. And that's what I am to him. His mama. So those of you who are mad at me for not telling him, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's on him. I'm tired of being his mama. Period. Whether you think that's toxic relationship, I don't give a fuck what's toxic. When he pisses me off, he pisses me off. And I'm going to fuck him up the ass. With no dildo. It's called payback. You want to be a bitch? Well, guess what? I can be one too. Because I know where everything is. You don't. It gets old. And that's the problem people don't get. It gets old. It gets old that I'm responsible to fix, to find, and to do everything in the house and within our family. But yet he can just focus on himself and his own family, nephews, and all that shit. He can do all that shit, right? He can do it. I'm tired. I'm tired of being a mama to a grown-ass fucking man. Me where I keep my eyes. I open the hot... my ex-wife would agree with you. Yes, he was literally, Linda, he literally was looking at them every time he looked down. He didn't even know when I said, go to the shoes by the refrigerator. He's looking up. There's no fucking shoes. There's toilet paper and fucking paper towels. Look down, Dan. What am I looking at? The fucking shoes. And then he grabbed them. I mean, I don't know how he expects me to. How did I see those? It was accidental that I found them, or I would probably not found. I probably could have found them a lot quicker than he did. Well, you told me 5 minutes ago. Well, you should have been a nice person, and maybe I would have. Maybe if you weren't a dick, I would have told you a lot sooner. He knows I know where everything is too. Sometimes I just play dumb. I like to play dumb. Why not? Gives me a break. We're breeding a nation of useless men. By the way, Maz, I'm trying to stop it with my son. I can't fix Dan, right? That was his mama's fault. His mama should have been on board, but by the time, anyway, she should have fixed her men to make sure they weren't like his father, but she failed. They're all like his father. They're all like his father. Jerry, if you're offended by my fucking cursing, honey, you don't need to be here, right? You have a choice, and your choice is to be in here and bitch at me for the way I am. Well, Jerry, worry about you, honey. And if you don't like it, just scroll out and find somebody else to bitch at. Much love for Ghana. So anyway, it's the same thing. Dan's not a favorite. I mean, you got to remember, Dan was alone. By the time he was 8, he was on his own for the most part. So, needless to say, I'm tired. So I give it when I can. Yeah. Don't be a bitch. That's what I say. He doesn't like when I call him a bitch either. God, he gets mad. It's one thing he gets really mad at. Sorry. Sorry, boo. Love you, bitch. I understand about my mom. He makes this problem. Yes, it's always my problem for everything. Always my problem. I know you look after his dad. His mom, I love his mom. Does he realize how he's treating me? No. 28 years we've been married. It's also my age. I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of it. This age. I know. Menopause. Hormones. Fuck you. Fuck with me and find out. Dan's family fell apart when he was so young. Dan's family. Now, granted, I'm always like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Because I always misplace my phone because I also am ADHD. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? So I'm not far away from Ed either. No. And sometimes, and not all men. Not all men. I'm trying to raise my son to be not like his dad in every quality, every bad quality that I'm trying to change as a woman, right? I look on what I don't like a Dan and how I believe he should treat his women, right? And I'm focusing on that for my son. I'm trying to teach him how to treat a lady, right? I fucked up, right? It's fucked up. My life's done. It's over with. So I ain't looking for somebody else to fix I'm used to what I got, right? I'm used to what I got, but I'm trying to fix the traits that can be passed on to my son. And saying, don't do this. I will beat you. I tell him that today. I don't care how old you are. If I ever see you mistreat or do that, like sometimes when Dan does shit to me, and I'm like, don't ever do that to your wife. Don't ever do that. It's not harsh. It's the truth. People just, it's like the reality stops like right here. You think it's social media and therefore I should put on an act. I'm not putting on an act on how I feel. I believe everybody has an ability to be not their best, right? And personalities dictate that 100%. I'm not ashamed to point things out in Dan that I don't like, right? Their daughters, there's a lot of things that they didn't like in their father. Every child has that, by the way. Stop living under a pillow and suffocating your brain cells because every child, how many days does Dan work? Zero. He hasn't worked very much in 10 years of his life. Now what? Now what you want to come at me for? Oh, he would die. What are the things my kids didn't like about me? When they were younger, my mouth. Not the cussing, but because I said too much. Same thing today. He was a successful lawyer at one time. Yes, Demi, he was. Past tense was. Yeah. That's why we have the things we have, right? We have a 24-year-old Porsche. 24 years ago, we were making the bank. Yeah, we had money. We paid cash for the house, mostly. Yeah, he was doing it. Was. Past tense. He's not no longer, right? And so he could have been very successful, but he chose not to because of different reasons in life that took him down a different path of least resistance. Salingers are very lazy. Salinger men are very lazy. And anybody in the family is going to listen to this and be pissed off that I'm saying it. The only person that wasn't lazy, I would say Adam's not lazy. He works his ass off. Everybody else always has a way out. Dave got lucky because of Dan's advice. He got lucky. So he's been retired for a long time. But other people don't want to work. I mean, Ed retired early. He didn't really want to work anymore. Once everybody died off, he didn't try hard to get any more clients. He was done. He just job ended. And they're all the same way. It's just crazy. Dan could have been a huge something, but he didn't want to go that route. He ended up getting a divorce from his partner, fucked him up for a long time. Then he had a heart attack. That fucked him up for a long time. And then should I go on? Then I had to sell houses that we had. Our fucking a future, had to sell those to make it by for the last 10 years. What now? So every man, every female has problems. Your kids go out scarred no matter what, right? Your kids go out scarred no matter what. It doesn't matter. Scarredness happens. Yeah. So it is what it is. I'm not ashamed of anything I tell you. So that was my kids. My girls hated that I told I'm an open book. They didn't like that. None of them like that. And they're both very quiet. They're both very reserved when they talk. It's funny. So that's the quality they changed from me that they didn't like, right? Hi Rich. It's okay. I'm not offended by it. I am very open. I don't care. I have nothing to hide. I think it's okay to talk about things, and they don't like everything being talked about. Which I'm like, well, I kind of do codes for like, it doesn't matter. People can, anyway. So, it's like they don't like that part of me, never have. And that's okay. That's on them. I was not a business major. I was a child development major. We didn't, and Grandpa has no houses, by the way, James. Dan was an attorney. Dan made more money in his lifetime than his dad ever did. So fact check and be correct. So I'm going to correct you on this. Every house we owned, it was Dan's. He was an attorney. He made shit ton of money. We had money coming out our ass. We didn't even know what to do with it. So Dan bought houses. And he gambled. That was what he did. Yeah. Ed has no houses. He sold them all to survive. So remember, attorney equals money. I don't understand why people think we're living off of Ed, who didn't work for very many years, did okay with money, but doesn't have a shit ton of money. We have more than Ed does, put it that way, and that's not a lot. So Daddy had houses because Dan already said it. No, Daddy had one house and he sold it, and that's what we're living off of for Ed. Yeah. Daddy's house is what is in Ed's bank. That's what he said. That's what he said. Surprisingly, you guys, we did well considering the gambling, right? I mean, he was able to buy houses for cash and do the things that he was able to do. So it could have been a lot worse, right? But we did okay. I mean, we had money. I mean, that's what you did. You lived lavishly. You did the thing you do, blah, blah, blah. What did you do to work prior to caretaking? I was a child development. I was a manager in a daycare center. Yeah. I was a manager in a daycare center. People are asking why I'm here, because I love my husband. Am I always happy with him? No. Was I happy with him for the last 10 years? Fuck no. Because like everything, I had to figure it out. I had houses that I had to sell. And each year we had to sell a house in order to survive. We had kids in college. No, that wasn't fun for me. But I love my husband. That's why I'm here. Does he bug me? Pretty much every day. Do I think of life without him? No. He is my life. There you have it. Is Dan retired? Yes. Is Jennifer more like you in terms of personality? Yes. Kind of. Yes and no. Do I think I bug him? Yes. Of course I bug him. I just bugged him. I just bugged the fuck out of him. He's pissed off at me. Yeah. No marriage. And that's the thing. Marriage isn't beaver cleaver, you guys. There's issues and you work through them. You don't just give them away after years of love and marriage and foundation. You work hard at those things. He irritates me. He's ADHD. He's mean. He's mean. I mean, when he yells and he gets pissed off, he looks really like he's going to stab you in the throat. You guys are partners. It's too late. You guys, I am literally, do I resent Dan for retiring? Do I resent Dan for retiring? I resent the years of stress when he wasn't working. I do. It was a lot to put on your wife. It was a lot to be put on your wife. And that's just honest. That's my opinion. There was 10 years where he didn't really work, and I had to figure out how to get income to pay the bills and support our kids in college. There's resentment, probably, from that, honestly, because I was under extreme amount of stress. Extreme amount of stress. Does Ed blood pressure go up and down? I don't think so. He's pretty even keel. Yeah. That asks why you're not divorced. Yeah. I mean, they, Do I wish we had consistency? Absolutely, and we have no consistency
I
still.
gotta take them to the ER because they have a shortage at the urology clinic. And it could be, there could be a clog in there, so I gotta get it changed. You wanna come with me?
No.
It's a lot easier with you.
I don't want to go and sit at the ER in COVID, high COVID count. Now he's passed because I won't go. I'm not going. I don't want to go and sit at the ER. No. And then now he's pissed off. This is what I have to deal with. I said that, Kim, did I not? I said that. I'm not going. It's not my responsibility to go every time. You know, I told them to start working on this earlier in the week. Just saying. I started telling him to work on this early in the week. Call his kids. No, he just wants me to be there with him so he can do his thing and walk and... No. No. Hold on, guys.
We're gonna get you, put you in a car.
Warm.
Yeah, I know it's warm. Hold on, Pop. We're gonna move you. You're gonna stand.
What?
We're gonna move you into the chair there. Watch your feet.
The chair?
Yeah, there's a chair there. This helps, all right.
No.
Hold on, let me help you. Let me help.
Yeah. Thank you anyway, then now.
Here, Pop. We're gonna stand up. Go ahead, stand up. There you go. Now move right over into this chair here. I got you, Pop. I'm not gonna drop you. Okay. You put your butt there. There you go. Now get in the car. There you go. Good, Pop. Easy peasy. Easy peasy, Pop.
Thank you, Danielle.
You're welcome. Yeah, possible UTI. Oh yeah, it's not. It's possible UTI. If it was something different, I would totally go, but it's not. It's a UTI, and he's actually in great spirits. If it's a UTI, it would be it's weird because he is like, he's great, he's communicating well, he's in good spirits, but you just can't go through the weekend just in case, you know? And his urine's all over the place. It's really clear or it's milky, so it's crazy. He always says thank you. No, he doesn't argue. I mean, Ed is very easy. He's very easy. And he's very content. But that's why it's just like I think Dan's been dragging his feet because he's not like a typical reaction of a UTI, right? His personality. And so, you know, it's just one of those weird things that I've said start working on it now because I don't want to go to the place. I'm gonna start in the car. I left him in there. Hold on. It's so hot in there. I had to start the car. Yeah, it's like, I don't know how hot it is, but it's hot enough. It shouldn't have, yeah, he should have left him in there with it. Anyway, I did it. So, yeah, you know, we're lucky. We're lucky with that. He just goes with the flow. Is he aware of his catheter? No. Not at all. Not at all. And then just turn on the heat and yes, it just really, no, Dan finally came out. Dan went to go get more coffee. So that's why, but I mean, keep the, he's mad that I'm not going, but I don't need to go. You know what I mean? Like, he still says he has to pee though, because he has some sort of, so now what we really realize within the, I still have to pee, I have to pee. Sometimes it's, in the backside. Yeah. It's in the backside. So, yeah, and you know what? I need some time. Listen. Yeah. So, and that's the thing. I probably will get shit on because I didn't go to the ER, right? He has to go to the ER. That's what the urologist said. I'll get shit on because I didn't go to the ER. But I'm not going to go. It's a possible UTI. It's easy. Dan just has to sit there. They'll come in, they'll remove the catheter, they'll do all those things, and they'll be home. I'm not going to go sit there. If it was something fucking serious, I would go with them, but it's not. So don't even start that shit. I know it's crazy. Sometimes it goes fast. Find some friends. You know, lately, it's just the peace and quiet that I love. And Dan was supposed to be gone this weekend. Yeah, Dan was supposed to leave this weekend. I'm damn no matter. I'm just damn showing my face on social media. I mean, honestly. And that's what I said. Like, you know, I don't know. Don't even get me started. You know, I enjoy my peace and quiet so much more these days. And I don't know if that's an age thing or if it's because of social media and because I'm talking so much and I'm reading so much and there's always voices in my head replaying things that I said, things that people have said to me, whether good or bad. And I'm replaying things in my head constantly. So my head is always full of noise. And with ADHD, you know, you can't block out the noise. I can't block out the noise. The only thing that blocks it out for me is the casino, right? Because I'm so hyper-focused on getting a bonus, right? That my brain is so like devoid. And so I can't stop. So I'm always just in my brain thinking of things. And so sometimes I just want to sit in absolute silence and just enjoy the solitude and enjoy just, you know, Dan is never gone. You know, if he's gone for like 45 minutes or a couple hours or whatever. He's never gone. And so just sometimes that clears some of the stress and some of the noise, period. And that's the way it is. Whether you agree with it or not, and whether you want to throw me under the bus for that, my truth is my truth. However you want to spin it is on you, but this is my truth, and this is marriage. This is marriage for me. This is my marriage. This is my issues. Somebody said, do I resent? Is that why I'm angry with Dan today? You know, when you're, I know, Missy, trust me. When you are married, right, there's lots of ups and downs in marriage. You also get irritated with some of those ups and downs. And you do sometimes have anger, right? Resentment is a little bit extreme. I think there's moments that I resented him, yes, for not being a man, not working, you know, not doing those things that I felt he needed to do for his family, right? Is there still anger today? Maybe. And quite honestly, probably. That's the truth. I mean, that's my truth anyway. Is he angry at me for things? Probably. But when you are put responsible for certain things that you can't control, right, in life, and said at that point, figure it out. Figure it out. So we're using our retirement to figure it out. Okay. You know, it's a lot. That's a lot. And money, earned income, when you're the only one working and raising your family, and it stops, that's difficult. And everything you saved for, right, for retirement just came to a screeching halt. So how we would have been if this didn't happen, right, would have been a lot further along and a lot more comfortable. Now we're okay, but we're not great. We're not where we should be, put it that way. So do I get stressed out over money? Yeah, I do. I do. Because we've already used a lot of our money, you know? We've already sold houses and we've already, taken money to fix things up, and now I have to use more money. Money is not like it used to be. I can tell you that. And it stresses me out. Even though I have consistency, which I didn't have for 10 years, even though I have consistency of something coming in from social media, it's cut in half. TikTok, the algorithm is fucked up. And I'm trying to hustle. I'm trying to do things to support my family because it needs me too. Yeah, it's consistent money, but it's not what we need right now. And marriage arguments are usually about my husband spending too much money and not helping around the house. I work 40 hours too, but I expected to take care of the house and everything. And well, if he's not working, he should definitely be taking care of the house. I took care of both my parents, had to quit college to continue working. They totally understand what you're talking about, but you should not put you last. That's one thing. I mean, would you ever downsize your home? Yes, but not now. I mean, we can't downsize right now, When we downsized, we went from a big 6 figures to Social Security and investment dividends. It's a change, but not dealing with that huge second home. Yes. Lifestyle change is huge. My lifestyle change has changed a lot in the last 10 years. And it's very difficult today. I mean, all my money that I have goes to my kids. It doesn't go to me. So it's nice when I get gifts. You know what I'm saying? It's thoughtful of people who want to choose to send me something because they feel happy or they want to do it because that's their love language. Because I'm giving so much in other avenues that I don't really give to myself because I can't. And like the Expo pens made me laugh. I've said I need to get Expo pens. I haven't done my Amazon order. Still hasn't. It's in my cart, but I need to add some things. And I forgot what else I needed to add. So by the time I get to bed, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, life is tough. And I had to tell my daughter no because of our finances. And I don't like that because that's not us. That's not, anyway, it's life, right? It's life. Life fucking turns around sometimes and bites you in the fucking arse. But I don't mind talking about it because we are just like everybody else, right? We have issues. We have financial issues. We're like you. There's nothing different about us. There's nothing perfect about us at all. We are perfectly and fucking fucked up perfect. Just how hard of a situation went through. You're a strong woman. And that's the thing is people don't understand, right? And nobody really, it's not your fault for not understanding. But, every time I talk about my honesty and what's going on when you ask questions and I so freely answer them, everybody thinks it's a dig on my husband. Kind of. Some things are digs. Because it's that anger that's still there from those years that I was struggling, crying, like begging for some mercy. You got to remember we had that lawsuit that we had to pay full from his work. And then, he had the heart attack and then he, and all those things just capitulated of just a downward spiral of law and him hating it. My psychological opinion. And so there was no way he could, not just the heart attack, it's everything else that led up to the heart attack, right? He fell out of love with law for very, very good reasons, right? Depression. It was a horrible ending to a career. I get that. And I get, the heart attack and I get all those things. But, other people go through that shit too, right? And it doesn't doesn't take them down. You know, I'm different. My body's different. My brain works differently than his. So it's hard to understand, right? When you see somebody just let things go, something that was so, and it was just so, you know, and it's just hard and didn't take the initiative, right, to fix it. It was up to me to just figure it out or go back to work, which was just, it wasn't an easy time. For 10 years, I cried. For 10 years, I was stressed. For 10 years, every money spent was, it was, it made me sick for 10 years. 10 years. Now with social media, right, we were starting to get consistent money in. And then it was really good for like half of a year, which I was like, hey, this is like old time's sake. And now it's back down to nothing. And he's not posting every day too, which stresses me out, right? Like, hello, what's going on? He's got a couple ads, which will be nice because the ads make money that he's got to do. So that'll be nice. And ads really are the best way to go. And so, you know, it kind of pooch you up a little bit more. And so it's just, yeah, it's hard. It's not easy. And so money stresses me out, right? I have, you go to the grocery store with a calculator. It stresses me out. It stresses me out. I'm stressed out because the guys were supposed to start on my house today. They didn't start today, of course. And I forgot because my life is so chaotic and my brain is bogged down with shit. I forgot to check with them so I could tell the renter. She texted me this morning. I texted them. I didn't get a response. And I thought, fuck, they're not showing up again today. Right? So then I called them finally. I said, don't kill me, but it's going to be, you know, and in that turn, I'm giving them discounts off of rent because I feel bad. Right? I still got to figure out what they want to do with Aaron, and I have to wait for Dan to figure it out, and it stresses me out because waiting for Dan is like waiting for a fucking lifetime of, you know, he can't think right now. He's stressed out about his dad. He's stressed out about his nephews. He's stressed out, you know, everybody. I don't know, whatever his issues are. He doesn't care about the money stress that I have, right? Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. You need to keep that big desk blotter size calendar on your counter. I don't know. I need some, you know what I wanted is, Rocky had, she has that big star calendar that you plug in and it kind of, you type in what's needed. So it's always there. I'm thinking I might get that. I don't know. Yes, that's our job. Social media is our job. Social media pays us consistently. Right. You know, and that's the thing. And then, so they're not showing up till tomorrow. And the girl's like, great. You know, it's just like one more thing getting put off. And then I feel bad about them. And I got to worry about the water. She wants to pay the bill. Dan doesn't take the time to figure out how to do that shit. I knew this was going to happen, right? So we're just, anyway, I did jinx you. And anyway, I know life is rough and it happens, right? And then there's money and then the money's going away. And we don't make money to save at this point. You know, you just don't, it's just life, right? You know, he's like, well, you better be saving for taxes. Okay. With what money? You know? No. Your office took also a big chunk of change out of our nest egg, right? The rental did. And now the rental's taking another and our nest egg is going down because of that. So it's really hard for me in these days because it's stressing me out. So what he says, right? Well, cut costs. We got to quit spending. Okay. Well, let me give you the bills and you can figure that out. We pay for your kids' gas. We pay for their insurance. We pay for their phone. Oh, it's out? Sarah, the blue one? The blue one's out? So yeah, I've been through a lot of shit and I'm still standing. Yeah, a lot of stress, a lot of things put on me, and I crumble. So yeah. And the tornado, again, waiting on people to figure it out. My kids work, all my kids work, but they still need help. Jennifer's paying for college, her law school, so she needs help. If she didn't pay for her law school, she wouldn't need help. Hannah's doing grad school. And so she pays for half of her stuff and I pay for the other half. San Diego. Andrew's here. He makes so much and he starts school next week. So I pay for his gas. I pay for all that stuff. Yeah. It's a normal household here. We're still supporting our kids. People need, but that's the thing, Kim, right? I said I didn't want to help the tornado, but in turn I am helping them because I'm still doing everything and I have to pay cash. I have to give them money off their rent for his bills. So, I mean, I'm losing money at this point. I'm supposed to be catching up with bills and instead I'm losing money. It does not help out financially, no. But this isn't about my woe session, and it's made about that. I'm just saying people ask questions, and then we get sidetracked on things. Thanks, Debbie. So it's hard. It's hard. Taxes are due in October. I have paid in some money. I have paid in some money. I don't know, Gina, and that's the thing. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's. And let me tell you, Todd, and I'm going to be honest, okay. I'm going to be honest. We saved $150,000 for college. That's what we saved. Jennifer, I think, had like 55,000. Hannah had like 50, and Andrew had maybe 50. I don't know, but we had about 155,000 for school. It's never enough. If you go, like Dan says what it says. Dan says, Sarah, does it look like this? Dan says that, what was I saying? It should look like this. Did I work? No, I was taking care of the house. I haven't worked since Andrew we have to do FAFSA. I haven't. So if my kids, that's what I was saying. So my kids did it the way Dan planned it, which we did 2 years junior college, 2 years state school. It would have been about 50 grand. 50 grand is good for state school. That's not helping living or anything like that. Jennifer's whole cost of her school with living and all that was about 165. That's a UC. That's UC living, school and living expenses. About 165. 165. And we only had about 55,000 from like investing, and it's in a 504 plan. Is that, yeah. So we paid the rest of it. That was during the time when he wasn't working. Yeah. I don't even know how I did that, but I did it. Hannah's education, she did 2 years junior college, 2 years, what do you call it? State school in San Diego. Just that without living expenses was about less than 50 grand because she still has $16,000 left, but that's us paying her other shit. So I'm saying I probably pay Hannah about $1,200 a month for her bills and stuff like that. So $1,300 a month. So that is, out of that that's yearly, that's about 20 grand. So total about 70, and I'm still paying. She's using the money she has left, right, to go to grad school. So she doesn't have to take out a loan. So we're paying for grad school. Well, she's paying what's left. So she'll have enough money. She'll have one more semester. We paid this year. So she'll have about another semester and a half left of money. So I'm robbing Andrew's account, right? Because I can't take money. I can't take money out of that. Oh my God, Drake. I'm not taking money out, so I don't take it out of living. I pay for the living expenses, so they have money for school. So we're taking out of Andrew's account because I can't cash that out. So I don't know what he's doing with his life, right? So I'm just assuming that, He'll go to college and I'll have to pay for the rest when he finishes, you know? But I have to use that money first. So I'll finish paying Hannah's, because Jennifer got so much more. So I have to pay for grad school or I'm a bitch, right? I mean, what a bitch would I be? Sorry, Hannah, you're on your own. I mean, I can't do that. She did the right way, which we had enough money for. Jennifer didn't, and Dan wanted her to do that. So I have to pay for grad school because I felt bad. And Jennifer got a little bit of her grad school paid for, her law school. Yeah, enough, DeShazer, right? I mean, you do enough. And Andrew will be the rest are of whatever we have in there. And then, but I'm going to pay, Jennifer was cut off after the first year and a half. I just said, I can't do anymore. It's not fair to keep giving to you. And Hannah is going to school, right? And we need some for Andrew just in case he decides he wants to do something. Oh, thanks, Monica. So life is expensive and you don't think about how expensive things are until you're there, you know? I know I need to go. Shoot. Pootie checkup appointment. Pootie. So I need to do the FAFSA because I'm hoping we'll get money back from what I spent. It's $1,000 to go to junior college if you don't have FAFSA. So anyway, it's tough and it's not easy for anybody. And that's my point. It's not easy for anybody. And my expectation, I told Jennifer, I said, when you pass the bar and you start making money, since I've helped you so much, if Andrew needs help, you're going to have to help him. That's what I said. Period. I said, you're going to have to pay it back to Andrew and help me because you're going to be making a shit ton of money, you know? So, Andrew, business. Yeah. And for everyone, everybody has their struggles. Yeah. All your kids, yours and Dan's. Yes. I birthed every one of them. I pulled all 3 of those crotch gremlins out of my crotch, you know? So yeah, so I have to do what's right. And I told Jennifer, most likely I think this is available tomorrow. I don't know if it's available today. The other ones are available now. So yeah, I've helped her way more than enough and I'm still helping her and it's not fair to the other kids. So I have to do what I have to do. What happens if Grandpa gets sick and has to go in a nursing home? Well, what happens? He goes in a nursing home. He has money for that. It's not my money. He has money for that. My Andrew wants a business degree or pre-med nephrology. Good for him. You took the bar? No. My daughter will next July. You love it? Yeah. Tomorrow on Amazon, yeah. Why are you on live talking about your daughter? Why are you on live wondering what I'm talking about? It's none of your business. Anyway, okay. So he's in junior high school. He'll change. Hi, Chef. I haven't seen you in a while. Anyway, I gotta go. Like, I've been on here for like 5 hours. It's time for me to leave and do something with my life. It's night here in Qatar. Have a good night. So yeah, anyway, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the time. Thank you for stay tuned for Reddit. I'm sure there'll be some nice things on today's adventure because it's been a long time and I'm sure they'll timestamp everything. Anyway, love you guys. And, I hope you have a great Friday. I keep thinking it's Saturday. I don't even know if we're going to have date night. So if they're not home, we don't get date night. So we'll just be home. Yay. Thanks, guys, for the gifts. Anyway, love you guys. Remember, you are important, you are worthy, and you matter. And I'm going to go sweat myself out in this yard and get some shit done. Yay! No, I slept for a long time. I was in bed for over 10 hours last night. I feel great. Yeah, I'm not tired. So anyway, I love you guys. Have a great day.